Hello everyone, Tim the Train Guy here once again, and today I'm going to do a bit of a ranking video, which is something I don't normally do. And this is going to be my top 5 preserved steam locomotives. Alright, so a couple rules for this. I'm strictly going to be sticking to ones that both I have seen in person and also that are operational, because frankly, if we included non-operational ones, we'd be here all day. But anyway, without further ado, this is Tim the Train Guy's top 5 preserved steam locomotives. Number 5. The Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad, number 15. I decided to add this one to the list because it's a Shay, and I like Shays, I think they're cool, and also because this is the first narrow gauge locomotive that I've ever seen. The locomotive is at, well, the Yosemite Mountain Sugar Pine Railroad, try saying that 5 times fast, in California near Yosemite National Park. Other than that, I really don't have much to say about it. Number 4. Grand Canyon Railway, number 4960. This is the one I have seen most recently on this list, and I put it here because it's the closest steam locomotive to where I currently live in southern Arizona, though it's in northern Arizona at, well, the Grand Canyon Railway. Anyway, I love this engine. It's really cool, and yeah, I don't really have much to say about it that I haven't already. And I have a whole other video of my trip going to see it on my channel, so if you want to check that out, I recommend doing so. Number 3. Strasburg Railroad, number 89. So, number 89 was the first standard gauge steam locomotive that I had ever seen fired up and running, and that I got to ride behind on a train. And whoo boy, it was an experience. I tell you, the first time seeing a steam locomotive fired up and running versus seeing it static in a museum is a night and day difference. And 89, for me at least, is what really solidified my love of trains. Number 2. Union Pacific Big Boy, number 4014. I mean, come on, you guys probably saw this coming. So, I have a bit of a story to go along with this one. So, when I was 16, I was at Steamtown National Historic Site where I saw 4014's sister, number 4012, in a rather sorry state. It was at this point I learned of Union Pacific's plan to restore number 4014 and use it for excursion service. And I tell you, again, seeing one static on display versus fired up and running is a night and day difference. I was fortunate enough to see it come through southern Arizona. It had stopped for the night in Casa Grande, and I saw it leave Casa Grande and arrive at the Tucson Amtrak station in, well, Tucson. And, but prior to 2019, when it did its excursion tour, I had attended NRHS Rail Camp, during which we visited the Strasburg Railroad. And they just happened to have the driving wheels of 4014 being worked on at that time. Now, unfortunately, I was unable to get any pictures because, well, they wouldn't let us. But still, it was pretty cool. Speaking of the Strasburg Railroad, number 1. The Strasburg Railroad, number 90. Now, this locomotive might be a bit overrated, but I don't care. This one is my favorite preserved steam locomotive for one reason and one reason only. You remember back when I mentioned the big boy, how I was at NRHS Rail Camp? Well, while I was visiting the Strasburg Railroad, after I saw the big boy's driving wheels in the shop, we got to go for a cab ride around the yard in number 90. And that is why Strasburg Railroad number 90 is my favorite preserved steam locomotive. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video of the cab ride because my phone had died at the time. But even so, number 90 still holds and always will hold a special place in my heart. And with that, thank you all for watching. I'm Tim the Train Guy, and bye for now.